open up shoulders today, but in order to open up shoulders, we have to open up, yes, the lower extremities. So we're going to start out with the ball underneath our left foot as we roll out our feet. And the goal is to figure out what accidentally tightened up in accordance with things that went on in the upper body, because the upper half of the body and the lower half of the body are related in what they do. So we are going to work the lower half of the body to get to the upper half of the body, and we're going to start out with the fascia underneath the foot, the plantar fascia, and we're going to roll out the heel, lateral aspect of foot, ball of your foot, toes, but your goal is to keep your feet parallel. Notice if you have sore spots, because those sore spots are not because of this ball, they are because of the way you use your feet during the day. So roll it out, keep your abs engaged. First, second, third chakras are on. First chakra is your pelvic floor, second chakra is your lower abs, third chakra is your upper abs. Keep them all on as you keep your feet parallel. Then we're going to drop our heel down. The ball will be under the ball of your foot. We're going to start with your big toe. You're going to try to drive your big toe down. Only of your left foot. Abs are nice and tight. And then we're going to go second toe. You can do the big toe and the second toe together, but don't have them touch. Then third toe, you get the idea. Abs are engaged. Fourth toe, and now you're seeing the connection to the pelvic floor. Fifth toe, okay? Now that all the toes are engaged, we're going to reverse that sequence. Pinky toe, ring finger toe, middle toe, second toe. It's going to be a cascade. It's doing the board piano player. Abs are nice and tight. And now we're going to reverse it. Big toe out to the pinky toe. It's cascading in different directions, motions of the feet, which feet should be able to do. Reverse again, pinky toe to big toe. One last time, big toe to pinky toe. And roll out your foot again. Smiles are up. Feet parallel. Yep. We don't have music because Mario's not here yet. Okay, we're going to drop the heel down. Abs are nice and tight. You're going to suck in your tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. We're going to step forward, hips go forward, step back, hips go back. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy, keeping everything engaged. And we're making sure our head doesn't drop. Keep your head up. There we go. Shoulders back. You know, since everything on Instagram is true, I saw this on Instagram. It says 1 out of 3 people has a Dowger's hump. That is so wrong. I wonder if they're trying to sell a product. But it was interesting what they were explaining, which was kind of accurate, that a lot of what we do today, which is smartphones and computers, are causing our shoulders around, which could set up for a Dowger's hump, but it takes a whole lot more than that. But we're going to work on that. Okay, switch sides. We're going to roll out this foot. I'm going to come more towards center. You'll feel what it feels like to have your feet parallel. Feel what it feels like to roll out the bottom of your foot. Heel, lateral aspect of foot, ball of your foot, your toes. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back, smiles are up. Oh, just notice what everything feels like. Oh. Roll it out, suck in your tummy, keep that foot parallel, even more parallel. So I almost want you to turn in your foot. Yeah, there you go. Abs are nice and tight. Just get everything that's sore to be unsore. It shouldn't be there. Abs are engaged. First, second, third chakras. As you now drop your heel down. Then we're going to push down our big toe. Wait, did we step forward, step backward first? I think we did. Nope. Okay, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe. And just see what it feels like to activate each one of those toes independently as we now do our cascade of outer toes to big toe, and then big toe to outer toes. The foot's got to be able to work in both directions and stay parallel. Keep your abs engaged, your smiles up, chest is up. And yes, these are pelvic floor exercises, so keep your abs engaged as you're doing this. Notice if one foot does it better than the other, and try to work on that foot last time. Okay, now we're going to step forward, hips forward, step back, hips back. Do we do that? Yes. Keep your abs engaged, chest up. Feet parallel. Keep that right foot parallel. Yeah.
Twisting my knee a lot.
Yeah. So keep the knee rotated out, but your foot forward. I know it's a weird combination, but that is how it works. I also used to love going to the Greek and Roman section of museums because you either have two situations. You have these bases, it says like Pericles when it's a set of feet and broken off ankles, or you have the other words. You have two rods shoved up the bottom of a statue and it has no feet or ankles. And that's because if you're dealing with tissue or materials like alabaster or basalt, to make something the size of the ankle in comparison to the size of the body, it's very, very weak at the ankle. But in the human being or human body, it is not, because we have dynamic strapping of muscles, we have energetic twisting and helixing of tissues, so the ankles are actually very strong, but we have to turn on the muscularity so it's okay. Okay, come off the ball, see what the ground feels like under your feet. It should feel very, very different. Okay, now we're going to get the block. Block goes under the ball of your left foot. Abs are nice and tight. I'm going to slightly angle so you can see. So the goal here is to come into a forward fold. You're going to try to elongate through your spine and open up through your shoulders and your neck. Suck in your tummy. First, second, third chakras are on. As we elongate. So you're elongating and then coming back up. You're pumping out and then coming back up. Push the hips back in the opposite direction. You're opening up your gastrocnemius.
That's on the outside.
Yeah, it's on the more superficial of the two calf muscles. And very, very responsible for the posturing of your back and your shoulders, and that's why we're opening it up. One more, let's come back all the way up. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. You're going to take your arms over the top of your head. You're going to pump backwards. Yay for my shirt. Oh well. Just pump backwards, suck in that tummy. Just feel what it feels like to stretch. Okay, you stay there. I'm going to get my roller. Because now, keeping your chest up, hips forward, you're going to bend and straighten, even if it's a small amount, your left leg. I'm going to face the camera for details. So make sure your knee doesn't come medial or lateral. It's coming straight forward, straight back. Keep your feet parallel. Big toe down of your right foot, abs engaged, chest up. Keep breathing. Shoulders back. Okay. Now you're going to take your right leg back behind you. You're going to move forward a tiny bit. And your feet are parallel. I'm trying to angle out the camera. This is weird. Okay, your knee is over top of your foot. Your rear leg is parallel. Rear heel is off the ground. You're taking your legs back enough that you're in a lunge. Front knee is bent. Abs are nice and tight. You're going to hinge forward. We're going to start out with our sit-ups as you suck in your tummy and release. The music woman is here. Oh no, Skillet, come in. Suck in your tummy and release. Suck in your tummy and release. Abs are nice and tight. Your work's in your butt. You're stretching that calf out.
Calf, I don't feel.
That's okay. Get your heel down. It will eventually happen. Get your move your foot back a tiny bit on the block.
Oh.
Yes, there you go. Now you shall feel it. Suck that tummy in and release. Suck it in and release. Keep going. Knee is over the top of your foot. Abs are nice and tight. And then here we go. We're going to lunge forward. Ooh, stretch, 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 stretch. We're going to hang out here for a second. Abs are engaged. No pressure in your low back. We're using muscles. We're not using joints. So you shouldn't feel this in your low back or your knee or your hip. You can feel it in your glute muscle, but not your hip joint. And then here we go. We're going to start. We're going to pump forward and then come back up. Abs are nice and tight. Smiles are up. Keep breathing. Chest up, smiles up. What number is that? No, it's not. It can't be. 9, 10. Now stay forward. You're going to stay forward. Keep that spine straight. You should feel that continued stretch in your butt. You should feel your quad activating. Knees over top of your foot. Your abs are engaged. Shoulder blades up.
Clench my butt, like to tighten it, or
You can the right butt cheek, not the left. The left one you're going to try to
loosen.
yeah. But keep your abs engaged. That's the big trick here, is keeping the abs engaged. And good. We're going to switch sides.
So it feels like you're using the left butt muscle, but you're actually just, it's tired because it's stretching.
Yeah, it's elongated. It's called the eccentric contraction. You're elongating it. So I forgot what we did. We did what? Oh yes, we did everything on here. Abs are nice and tight. You're stretching out your calf. We're going to do a forward fold. We're going to stretch out, go forward, and then come back out. Your goal is to elongate your spine, open through your shoulders, push your hips back, open up your gastrocnemius, and now you see how much that gastrocnemius affects your shoulder posturing during the day. Suck in that tummy, keep your abs engaged. Keep breathing. Smiles are up. All this to open the shoulders. Okay, we're going to come up. Abs are nice and tight. Arms go over the top of your head. I'm going to pull my shirt down, even though that's not going to do anything. Suck in your tummy, pump those arms back behind you. Feel what it feels like to stretch in the elongated position of the calf, shortened position of your spine. Abs are nice and tight. Keep breathing. Notice how shoulders feel like they're stressed a little, and it has a lot to do with your calves. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what we do next. We went straight back? I guess we're going to go straight back. Heels off the ground, feet are parallel. You're in a wide stance, abs are nice and tight. We're going to start out with our sit-ups. So push your hips back. You should feel stretch in your butt, tension in your quad and butt. Abs are engaged, and then relax. Tighten your abs, then relax. See what that feels like. Make sure the knee's over top of your foot. So bring your knee out a tiny bit, Linda. Yes. Feel your abs engage. Yeah. Okay, and then here we go. We're going to stretch forward first. Stretch deep, 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 deep. Hold here. You should feel the tension in your quad and your butt. Nothing in your low back because your spine is straight, your abs are engaged. Suck in that tummy. Now Mari is here with the music. Abs are nice and tight. And then here we go. Stretch forward, come back up. You're using your quad and your butt, nothing in your low back. All you have to do is parrot. Abs, suck in that tummy. What number is that, Gillen? Are you sure? I thought that was 9. What number is it now? I lost count.
10.
Okay, stay forward, abs nice and tight. Suck in your tummy, just stretch. Just stretch, stretch, stretch. Just feel the stretch. You should feel tension in your quad and your right butt cheek. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in that tummy. Okay, come on back up again. Just see how everything feels. Chest is up. It's so much better with music. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to do our hip circles. Keep your abs engaged. So it's harder than you think to open up the shoulders. That's why we're going to have some fun with it. Try not to move your head. It's all hip action. Smiles are up. And then opposite direction, because that was about 10. It felt like it.
We need Maria.
Okay, here we go. We're going to continue to stretch to open up the shoulder. You're going to drop your left heel down, left foot is on the block. Okay, we're going to do a right forward fold with your right arm coming out in front of you. You're stretching. This is contralateral. Abs are nice and tight. Keep breathing. What is that, 7? What is that? What number is it? 9? Okay, hold this last one. Stretch it long. Like you're flying across the universe. Abs are nice and tight. And then we're going to counter stretch it. You're going to go up nice and tall. Pump your hips forward. Keep breathing. Okay. Is that 10?
10.
Now 10. Okay, switch sides. I'm really good after 10. Just like hiking, I'm really bad that first quarter mile to a mile, and after that I'm really good. Okay,
Sure.
so you're, but I'm better with the sofa. So the heel is down, ball of the foot is on the block. You're gonna take your left arm forward, we're gonna stretch, and then come back up. Abs are nice and tight, we're lengthening. Keep those knees turned out. Okay, on this last one, stay out. We're gonna stretch long. Really reach out. Abs are nice and tight. Push your hips back.
8, 9, 10.
Good. Let's come back up nice and tall. Chest up. You get it. What did I do? Both
Hip
arms?
Thrust, no,
Yeah.
forward.
Just
Extension.
thrust your hips forward. I knew that.
Right?
Yeah. That's why Maria's here. Okay. We're gonna check into everything. You're gonna take your arms over the top of your head. You're gonna suck in your tummy, close up your rib cage as you pump your arms over the top of your head and see how much easier it feels to do this. You can reach for a sky, reach for a sky. Just suck in your tummy as you reach for a sky. Okay, good.
6.
I was thinking, should I do that? Should I do? No, well, we won't do that, but we will do this. We're going to stretch out the quad, which is another important muscle for opening up the hips into good posture. Heads over the top of the ball, or block. Heads over the top of the block. Block. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to do hip circles. Smiles are up. So the last 3 days have been physically demanding for Michael. We played pickleball. We've been working out like crazy, and I did yard work.
10.
Opposite direction. The yard work's the hardest because there's no end to it. At least when you're lifting weights, you do a set of 10 and you can stop.
10.
Okay, we're gonna stretch forward, get a deep stretch, no pressure in your low back or your knee. Abs are nice and tight. Support with whatever muscles get it out of those joints and in the muscles being stretched. Suck in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy, release. Jaws relaxed, abs are nice and tight.
10.
Okay, good. We're gonna reach back and grab a hold of that foot. Oh, or as close as you could get. We'll wait. That's great. Pull your heel to your butt first.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Cramp? Here, I'll go help Linda real quick.
You
No,
go.
no, I don't mind.
Get away. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, we're gonna lunge forward. Oh, abs are nice and tight, chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back. Feel what it feels like to stretch this muscle out as you now slightly lean over to the left, push your hips forward, rotate to the right.
10.
Yes. Okay. A little bit of balance work just because it's fun. Hands going to stick them up. Lift, hold, gently lower. Keep your left toes off of the ground. That'll make you really balance.
Keep your abs engaged, pelvic floor lifted.
Is that 5?
7,
I knew it.
8, 9, 10.
Okay, good. We're gonna counter stretch. Okay, this is important for your left shoulder. We're gonna counter stretch that left shoulder forward. Abs are nice and tight, straight spine, no pressure in your low back. Knees, feet or ankles, neck, no joints, all muscles.
Toes flat.
Yeah, toes pointed
Toes to nose.
Yes. Oh. Straight spine. 5 more seconds.
8,
And
9,
okay, fine.
10.
We're gonna switch sides. Okay, head over top of block. Abs are nice and tight. Hip circles. Just feel what it feels like to move from the hips and not from the head, not the neck or shoulders. Sucking that tummy. Is that too cold on you?
10.
Opposite direction. This is not a sweaty class.
Well,
10.
Okay, we're gonna lunge forward into a deep stretch. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. No pain in any joints. Nothing in your knee, nothing in your low back, nothing in your neck, nothing in your shoulders.
Really, really engage your abs and keep the pelvic floor lifted.
And good, we're gonna reach back for that foot. First, we're just gonna pull that heel to our butt. Need my help? Abs are nice and tight, and here we go, draw.
stretch, sure.
Push that hip forward, lean over to the right, rotate to the left. Abs are nice and tight. Oh. Appreciate it. Chest up, sucking that tummy.
10.
Now we do a little balance exercise here. Your toes come off the ground. Hands go and stick them up. Core is on. Lift, hold, gently lower. What were you saying on the other side, Maria?
Abs in. Pelvic floor lifted. Connect your inner thighs. Seven, 8,
Stability's coming from here.
Yeah,
9,
and your abs.
10.
You know, and what's kind of ironic is the stability also comes from your hamstring. So as you pull your heel closer to your butt, try that. Just lift once, see what it feels like.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Okay.
You're teaching me how to cheat.
It's not a cheat. Okay, we're gonna come off the block for a second. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummies. We're gonna stretch out the quads. Just quick stretch. Abs are nice and tight. Chest is up. We're gonna do sit-ups here. Suck in your tummy and then release. Suck in your tummy, release. Keep breathing. Okay, curl your toes under, push your heels back, then push them back even further, and then keep wiggling them back even more as we lean back. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up. We're gonna suck in our
You
tummy.
can use that block between your feet.
or the
and then
roller.
Sit on it.
Yeah. Suck in that tummy, and then repeat. Suck in that tummy, and repeat. Smiles are up, because this is like the best thing that's happened to you today.
I just need to bring more blocks.
So I went on Facebook Marketplace and they were selling bricks for $1 a brick. So this guy said, if you buy the whole lot, I'll deliver it. I'm like, heck yeah. It's literally a ton of bricks. I now know what a ton of bricks look like, and that's what Linda will be like walking in here with a ton of blocks.
Just like prep myself all around.
Oh yes, we have to get our butt to open up the shoulder. So one more stretch of lower extremity. Ball goes underneath your left butt cheek. We're going to do a basic rollout of your glute max piriformis. And once again, there should be no pain in the glute max piriformis complex.
Can I use this one?
Yeah, absolutely. We were going to graduate down, but you can go straight to it.
It feels like it doesn't.
Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. Break it loose. Break it loose. Break, break, break.
I don't know.
Someone's taught me this over
I don't know why only my ball makes
Yeah,
noise.
only your ball. Look how quiet mine is. Okay, good. We're going to switch sides. Just roll out anything that feels tight and is not willing to open up. Do the side of your hip as well as your glute max and your piriformis and 3 or 6 deep hip muscles, gemellus muscles. This guy used to sound so professional. He's all, it's the deep 6. I'm like, oh, okay. Abs are nice and tight. That's making a lot of noise. Okay. One last thing. Oh, that feels good. Okay, come back up. Quickly, we're going to ball on top of block just to make sure your pelvic floor is turned on, and we got head over top of our body. So, balls midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone. Abs are nice and tight. Okay, this is the hard part. You're going to get your head over top of the ball. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. In fact, that's what we're going to do. We're going to draw your shoulder blades down and back as you keep first, second, and third chakras on. Pelvic floor, lower abs, upper abs. Just work it. We're starting to work that hump that this company claimed that 1 out of 3 people had. We would be a bunch of hunchbacks if that were the case.
Don't forget to work the lower part as you pull
Pull
it
it.
back and down.
And then go in the opposite direction. You're going to send your shoulders forward, then back. So this is for when people ask you questions, you're like, I don't know. You don't even have to answer. Okay, now we're going to do with our arms. Your arms are going to take it down and back. Keep your abs engaged. Don't lose your ab connection. Don't lose your head over the top of the ball. This is a gesture you go like, whoa, that's way too much information.
Keep breathing.
We're animating body language.
9, 10.
Okay, and then it's going to go the opposite direction, like, no way, nothing to do with this.
You've seen that a lot, huh?
No.
Don't do that.
Abs are nice and tight.
You want me to stretch where?
10.
Okay, external rotation. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in that tummy. Really use muscles. I know it's easy to use joints and it's easy to attempt to use your neck, not use your neck.
Don't just use your arms, really use that back muscle.
Yeah.
Squeeze.
It's very important pickleball. Oh, open face hit.
10.
Okay, last one here. External rotation. Keep your abs engaged. Squeeze those shoulder blades down and back. And like Maria said, really pull it into your back muscles. Okay, right foot forward, left foot back. We're working contralateral patterning, chest is up, shoulder blades down and back, suck in your tummy, sit-ups from here. Suck it in, release. Suck it in, release. Suck it in, release.
Exhale, squeeze.
Toes down, all your toes down. All the pigs get to go to the market.
10.
Okay, and now this elbow goes across your body. Twist, suck in your tummy. Suck that tummy in. Get that twist on. And we switch sides. Oh.
Without using your hands.
Okay, fine. Chest up. Grab a hold of that knee. We're doing our sit-ups. Shoulder blades are down and back. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in that tummy, release. Suck in that tummy, release. Suck in that tummy, release. Keep breathing. Okay, now elbow across midline, suck in that tummy. Smiles are up, chest is up. Smiles are up! No one's smiling. What's the deal?
10.
Okay, good. Both legs forward. No hands. Hands and stick them up. Okay, shoulder blades down and back. In fact, that's what we're going to do. Just bring your shoulder blades down and back. We're working those mid-back muscles, the ones that round out over computers and steering wheels. Smiles are up. Okay, and now the most fun part, we're going to bounce. Abs are nice and tight, suck in your tummy. And now we can add a little more fun to it as you go into different positions, especially extension. That's the one that we kind of avoid during the day. Okay, good. Hands into recovery position. Shoulder blades are down, back. We're going to do sit-ups. Suck in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy, release. So we did a stretch class this weekend for Abby. So if you I sent it to you. So just send it. And we're working on shoulder stuff, kind of getting her shoulders up and down.
10.
Okay, here we go. Back to the ground. Now we do the shoulder stuff for Abby. Okay, this is what we have been working for and towards. Okay, the roller's gonna go like it's going in your right pocket. It's gonna go across your body at a diagonal. Your hips stay down. Your right shoulder will go up. Gotta move the microphone. Your right shoulder stays on the roller, and your left shoulder goes to the ground. Your head's on the roller. It's like you're halfway leaning on a log. We're going to start out with our hand in front of us like we're trying to reach something on the ceiling. We're going to start out with circles. The goal here is to pin down your shoulder blade and make sure there's no crunching and grinding coming out of your shoulder, because we're isolating the glenohumeral joint in the shoulder and not using the scapulothoracic joint. Okay, now take it over the top of your head. Continue to do the same thing.
10.
Okay, now take it over the top of your head and continue the same thing. Remember, there's no ratchety spots, no stuck spots, no clunking, no popping. We're breaking up adhesions by doing this, no grinding. Grinding is the sound of adhesions.
10.
Go in the opposite direction. Over the top of your head. Keep your abs engaged. First, second, third chakra stay on. Is that 10?
10.
Okay, we're gonna take it out to your side, 90 degrees to your body. As you do the same thing, keep your abs engaged. Your head's back, so it's teaching you good posture with good alignment. Opposite direction, abs are engaged. You should feel your pec getting sore because it's working. Abs. Okay, arm goes at 90 degrees. It's like your hand is a flagpole. Then you're gonna externally rotate, bringing it back, then internally bring it forward. Try not to move your humerus, that's the arm bone.
Upper
Arm bone. Don't have it bounce up and down, just have it be axis. Axis. Level. It's like you're one of those waving cats inside an Asian business.
10.
Okay, good. Just let your arm drop back and down, touch the ground. Abs are nice and tight, suck in that tummy. And you're gonna try to do half a snow angel or sand angel. Abs. Really feel that connection even down into your knees, as Maria's teaching me. Because of the fascial attachment.
10.
Okay, we're gonna sit back up again. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo. We're gonna switch sides. So the roller goes into your left pocket. Both your hips are down. Your right shoulder's down. Your head's on the roller. Your left shoulder's off the roller, or off the ground on the roller. You're gonna take your left arm in the air as you point your finger toward the ceiling and draw circles on the ceiling. Remember, we're trying not to get the scapulo-thoracic joint, that's your shoulder blade, to move. And we're trying to move mainly from that glenohumeral joint. You may hear crunching and grinding, that's okay. That's things breaking up and starting to move. What number?
10.
Opposite direction. And we do this actually for the neck, not so much for the shoulder, because the shoulder is more part of the neck biomechanically, and it affects and influences how the neck behaves, just like the calves influence the low back.
10.
Okay, take it more over the top of your head as you do circles above your head, like you're waving to someone really far away. Opposite direction. And because nothing in the human body has a single function, we are pumping open your left lung right now, which is important, and your left breast. What number?
10.
Okay, arm out to the side, 90 degrees of your body. Same thing, circle, circle, circle. Notice if it feels scary. Notice if it feels painful. Shouldn't be either. You should feel your pec working.
10.
Oops. Opposite direction. Abs are nice and tight. This is all about stabilizing from your core to your opposite knee. So your right knee is working now.
10.
Okay, I forgot what the motion was next.
The
Sand angel.
Oh yeah.
Sand angel. Snow angel. Whatever part of the country you're in. Abs are nice and tight. No crunching or grinding. Oh, I remember. We goofed. We forgot one. We'll get it. It'll all work out because it's the same.
10.
Okay. Hand goes like it's a flagpole. Abs are nice and tight. Don't move your humerus. We're going to externally rotate, and then we're going to internally rotate. Abs are nice and tight. You're the cat in the Asian market. Abs are nice and tight. Don't let your abs shut off. Notice it when it wants to. Remember, connect to that opposite knee. Your right knee.
10.
Okay. Just let that arm hang back and down. See what it feels like to hang out there. Keep breathing. Ready? And we're gonna sit back up again. We're gonna do what everyone hates the most. The rollers are gonna go behind your shoulder blades. Your arms go over the top of your head's gonna tip back. You're gonna do one arm at a time as you move circles with one arm, and then move circles with the other arm. The reason you all like this is because your neck is an extension, and we seldom do this during the day unless you have a job installing rotating fans. Abs are nice and tight.
Arbitrary 10.
Yes. Arch extend now. Put the roller underneath your head like a pillow. Turn your head to left and right. Arbitrary 10. I knew exactly what number it was. It was 10. Keep breathing.
As relaxing and nice as this is, make sure your abs are still engaged.
Like someone's about to drop a medicine ball on your stomach. That's why I have this total fear of sleeping in a sleeping bag, because of slumber parties as a kid. We do terrible things to each other while we were sleeping. I can't sleep in sleeping bag anymore.
Like putting toothpaste in somebody's sleeping bag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaving cream on their hands. Dropping things on them as they sleep. Okay, take the roller out from underneath your head. See what it's like not to have a Dowger's hump like they implied on that Instagram ad. As fun as this is to be here, we're going to sit back up again.
No.
Yes. And we are going to come into child's pose with the roller.
That's just cruel.
It's cruel. Your thumbs are going to be up. We're just going to roll out. There's two ways of doing this. You can keep your butt against, or heels against your butt against your heels, or you can lift your butt up into the air and do this. Either way works. Just keep those thumbs up. You can do one arm at a time, putting one arm behind your back. This opens up the latissimus dorsi and other structures. Whoa. No pressure into any joints, so stabilize with muscles. This will help you reach under the sofa when your cell phone bounces underneath there. Oh.
And to help engage your abs, what you could do is you could round your back, dive down with your head, belly button comes last. Hollow out the belly, lifting through the belly button, head comes up last.
Yeah, it gets you good mechanics of the spine as you do that.
Then after you've done several of those, you can go belly button first, arch the back, reach, reach, reach forward, head comes last. Lift with your head, lift, 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 arch your back, belly button comes up last.
Oh, okay.
So articulate your spine.
It looks cool. It's like you're a piece of carpet tape being pulled off the ground.
As always, the most important part is you continue to breathe through your movement.
One more. So you figured out that there are different ways to articulate the spine. You can do it in flexion, shoulder, articulate the shoulder in flexion, or you can do it in extension. And we have to be able to do both because that's what gets us the movement in our shoulders, neck, and more importantly, our internal organs.
As we age, gravity sitting in, that
Yes.
spinal mobility is really, really important.
And like I've mentioned, gravity is not a good gift giver. It does terrible things to you. Don't receive the gifts of gravity. Okay, so now the roller goes underneath your shins. We're gonna just roll out the shin half of it. So there's two ways of doing this. You can go heavy on your shins, or you could go heavy over your shoulders and pull your knees to your chest. What's fun about this one is you can do one leg at a time. Or you could do them together, which is more opening for your back and your shoulders. So it all depends. Abs are nice and tight though. This is a sit-up. No matter which one you do, it's a sit-up. Okay, curl your toes down. You're gonna stay in kneeling. Abs are nice and tight. Shoulder blades are down and back. You guys are gonna love this one. Draw your chest up. That's gonna tell you if you can get your spine up enough to get your arms over the top of your head. Abs are nice and tight. Pump, 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 pump.
And if you want, you can add rocking forward and backwards over your toes.
Keep those arms straight. Okay, now interlock your fingers behind your back, chest up, same thing. You're gonna rock forward, tip your head back, move your head around, whatever you want. And now you're gonna really see the connection of the shoulders to the neck, as your neck is not so mobile in this action. And once again, roll out your shins. Get some blood and circulation back in there. So it's funny, I was working out in the yard yesterday, and I found out digging under the weeds, there's a driveway. There's a concrete driveway. So once I started in that project, I couldn't stop. Yes,
Yes.
This is tibialis anterior. This has to do with the stump. No, it hurts.
We all hurt.
Okay. Now you can use your roller and your blocks for this one. We're gonna try to squat properly. You're gonna drop your heels down. And just go back. And again, it's gonna feel like it's cutting off circulation to your shins. Because we're getting set up for chair pose. What number is that?
Huh?
What number?
1,
1? What do you mean 1?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8,
8,
9,
9,
10.
10.
Recovery position. We're getting ready for chair pose. Maria just is an extremist here. Okay, so your heels are down, your feet are parallel, your knees are bent. Stick out your booty. You're basically in this position. Chest is up, abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy, pelvic floor on. Arms go over the top of your head. Lower down, arms go up. We're gonna hold this for 10 seconds.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Forward fold. Woo-hoo-hoo. No pressure in your low back. Should feel it in your quads, a little bit in your butt. Suck in your tummies. First, second, third chakras are on.
Press that belly button towards your spine, shortening the distance between the pubic bone and the belly button. Try to bring your upper body closer to your legs.
Okay, let's come into kneeling. And then into child's pose. Yeah, so coming to Hawaii was kind of a disappointment in a way to me, because when I lived in California, whenever you kick over a rock or something, you'd find fossils or some neat archaeological find. Here in Hawaii, there's nothing archaeologically interesting, But what you do when you're gardening is you find evidence that there was a driveway. You find old photographs and you figure out there was a hotel where there's now an empty lot. Fun things like that. So my fun has been restored. Come all the way back up again. You're going to push your hips forward, chest is up. We're counter stretching. You can put your hands on your hips or your butt. You're opening up hip flexors. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. And you can really see how your shoulders don't want to go in the position as we do this, because it's easier to let it all load your low back. It's okay. We'll get there.
10.
Okay. Last but not least, we're going to roll out the quads. So you're going to flip over, roll out your quads. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up. Don't put too much pressure in your wrists, it's in your abs. And if you find a sore spot in your squat quad, bend and straighten your leg till it breaks up. Because a good majority of the time of what you think is knee pain is actually tight quad muscles. You can switch sides whenever you want. You can do one side heavier than the other. If you go into your hip, you can flex and extend your hip. But your goal is to open up the hip, the knee, which opens up the shoulders. Abs are nice and tight. Okay, finally, we're gonna roll out the spine. So the roller goes up behind your shoulder blades. Hips go up, careful of hair, jewelry, clothing, and drawstrings. We're gonna roll out the spine. As you roll towards your head, your toes go up. As you roll towards your feet, your heels go up. It's okay if your ribs re-articulate with snap, crackles, and pops, but nothing painful. You can go on one side, get one shoulder more than the other. Keep your abs engaged. If you want, you can take your arms over the top of your head and roll as well. That'll open up your shoulder more. You can do range of motion with your arm as you're rolling to get those shoulders. The whole reason we're doing this class. So go heavy on one shoulder, move that shoulder around. Just feels wonderful opening this up, as Gillen said. You can do what's called the invisible bridge. So if you can roll it into your cervical spine, you can lift your hips up higher and do a bridge with your hands in the air.
Hair factor.
Oh my goodness. This will help straighten out your posture so you're not rounding your shoulders and you're standing up straight. Okay? You're going to roll until the roller is now underneath your sacrum. You can hold on to the roller, which is ultimately easier. We're going to continue to open up the calf muscles as you just pump your feet towards your face. As we've said before, the soleus is the second heart, and the pumping action of your soleus sends blood back to your body. But in this case, no blood will be passively going to your feet, so you'll feel your muscles fatiguing if you're doing this properly, and that's good. Because that's like really cleaning things out down there, taking the pressure off the veins. Okay, you can take your legs apart doing the same thing as Mario's doing. Plus, it's just fun, and by now your calves should be like going, what the heck is going on? along with that tibialis anterior that Gillen pointed out earlier. Okay, bring those legs back together as we do our knee exercises. You're going to drop your heels to your butt. There should be no pain or discomfort because this is non-weight bearing. If you feel discomfort, figure out what muscles you have to turn on so it's not painful. And get it moving. Abs are nice and tight. This is why little kids learn to jump first, then they learn to walk, and then they learn to run. We're going through that sequence. Okay, alternating sides, slow walk. Keep breathing. Now take it up to a little bit faster walk. Watch the alignment, no pressure in the knees. Figure out what muscles you have to turn on. It doesn't have to be a painful event. This is one where we're learning to stabilize this joint as we now go into a little bit of a jog. Abs are nice and tight. Keep your abs engaged. Oh, we haven't done any sit-ups. You have to do some. And then sprint, 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 sprint. Gillen sprint. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs go down. Oh. We're counter stretching, and I'll tell you if you use the wrong muscles. If you feel pressure in your low back, you use your psoas muscle. If you feel pressure in the front of your hips, you use your iliacus. But if you feel pressure in your six pack, that means you use your abdominal muscles, the rectus abdominis specifically, and that's a good thing. Okay, bend your knees. You're going to lift your butt up. As we finish out with a tiny bit of sit-ups, we're going to put the ball behind the small of our back. Dance studio. There's always going to be sequins and
Glitter.
rhinestones and glitter. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back. You're going to try to pop the ball by tightening your pelvic floor, closing up your rib cage, and sucking in second chakra. Smiles are up. Remember, you're trying to wrinkle your clothing around your belly because wrinkled clothing means you're moving that part of your body. Okay, arms out in front of you, same thing, suck in that tummy, release, suck it in, release. Now we're gonna do our Bruce Lee punches, punch the right, punch the left, do not bend your arms. You're getting this from your abs. It's a full core connected punch. Keep smiling.
20.
Okay, arms at your sides here. Abs are nice and tight. We're going for a walk. Just walk. Feel what your abs feel like. Feel what your shoulders feel like. It should be really easy to move through your shoulders now. Suck in that tummy. Okay, arch over the top of the ball. Once again, we're going to see if you accidentally use your psoas muscle. You'll know that if your back's sore. If it's sore in front of your hips, you use your iliacus. But if you use your rectus abdominis and transversus, you'll feel it in your abs. And that's absolutely wonderful. Rock from side to side. Ah, as Mario changes up the music. Oh. Okay, we're going to come back into kneeling on the top of your roller. This is definitely one of those exercises you go as far as you feel comfortable. So if this is as far as you get, this is as far as you get. You're just going to start progressively leaning back, wiggling open, trying to get your knees together, shoulder blades down and back. You can wiggle your body. And again, it's if this is as far as you get, that's fine. There's no good spot, greater spot, better spot. This is just wherever you are spot. Suck in your tummy. You can rock side to side to open things up. Keep your abs engaged. Don't let things go into your low back. You can tip your head back, open up your chest. However far you get today is fine. Here's the trick. Suck in your tummies. Suck, 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 suck it in. Rock side to side. You can massage out your feet with your hands. You can turn your head left to right. You can see how these quad muscles can influence your shoulders. Tighten your abs so no pressure goes into your low back. Stabilize whatever muscles you need to stabilize in order to open up properly and not use joints. And then finally, just put your feet flat on the ground. Oh. Feel what it feels like to be on the roller with your feet parallel, knees over tops of your feet. First chakra's on. Third chakra's on. Second chakra's trying to bring your spine to the roller, as well as assist in breathing. Your shoulder blades are down and back. Your head is over the top of your pelvic floor. We're trying to get a structure called the tentorium cerebri over the top, or cerebelli, cerebelli over the top of your pelvic floor. It's one of the midline diaphragms, and it's essential for stabilizing your brain, so we want it nice and level over the top of the pelvic floor. You can finish out by taking your arms over the top of your head, just to see if you have a little tightness left over after everything we did. I'm running into the wall, so that's as high as my arms are going to get. Keep your abs engaged. Notice when your abs shut off. And breathe. Soft smile up. Arms out to your side. You're hugging someone really large. Take your arms, palms up, right by your sides now. And then lastly, flip your hands over, palms facing down. And breathe. You guys stay on the rollers. I'll bring you home. So nothing in the human body has a single function. So as we're moving around our shoulders, we're opening up our lungs, our thyroid, our thymus, our heart, liver, stomach, spleen, pancreas, gallbladder, our brain, all the lymphatics to the upper half of the body. There's a lot of cool things that happen. Opens up the lymphatics to the breasts and the lungs. You're worried about getting a cold? Make sure your shoulders can move. Make sure you can breathe. Then start feeling your center as you activate into that pelvic floor, second chakra, third chakra, now fourth chakra, which is your heart expansion. You don't want the throat constrained, but you do want it stabilized. It's an odd numbered chakra, so it's meant to stabilize. Odd numbered chakras stabilize, even numbered chakras mobilize. Gently roll off your rollers onto your back. See what the ground feels like underneath you. If you've done everything correctly, the ground should feel like a groove, and that's because your back stabilizers have turned back on to stabilize, and your hips have opened back up to move. And now your shoulders should feel like they're dropped down and back because of everything we did. So on behalf of Maria and me, I'd like to say thank you for being here. Thank you for all you bring, all that you do, your support, and your willingness to do the crazy things we ask. We appreciate you very much, and namaste.
Namaste.